It's Tatiana on Alt Nation. Hi, we're here in our LA studios with Dan Smith from Bastille. He's here for an exclusive session. Dan, hi. Welcome.
Hello. Thanks for having me.
Thanks for being here. Dan, we go way back with you. I hopped into our Sirius XM app. I found a video on there from 2013 of the band in our New York studios doing a stripped down version of Pompeii.
Yeah.
We've got videos and content from you guys on there from 2013, 2019, 2022. So old pals of the Sirius XM Bastille is.
Sirius XM have been wonderfully, brilliantly supportive of our band. So thank you very much.
Oh, we're happy to do it. Does that, 2013 feel just like a lifetime ago?
It both does and it doesn't. It's really weird. I think our first album just took us all over the world and we never really stopped until basically last year. So I don't know, I think stopping allows you to kind of process everything a little bit. It's all a bit of a blur, to use a bunch of cliches.
But then even last year you guys did the anniversary shows.
Exactly, yeah, I know. So, we should probably take more of a break. This year is our kind of Bastille's year away from touring. And it's kind of like a bit of a gap year. And then look, I'm back. I just can't stay away. This album was kind of a sort of side quest of mine. But it's led me right back here.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I don't want to harp too much on the past, but inherently this album is based so much on the past. It's called Ampersand. It's out now, and it's an album you wrote about figures in history, authors, artists, musicians, in some cases, religious figures. How does an idea like this take shape?
I've always kind of used other stories a bit. This album, it started with a song called Leonard and Marianne, about Leonard Cohen and Marianne Ilchen, who's one of his partners and muses. And then there was a song called Bonnie and Clyde as well. And I guess I saw them written down and I saw the and in the middle. And I guess thought it might be fun to kind of formalize the idea of story songs. And there's loads of music by artists that I love that make, kind of with a unique voice that are telling stories really well in songs. And I just wanted to lean into that a bit, make something really different. And I guess formalize this sort of idea of the ampersand being at the center of every song title. And all the song titles are so annoyingly long and pretentious, which I'm very aware of. But I want, basically, that was a lovely introduction to the album. Thank you. You put it way better than I ever can. But I think they're story songs and they are about people, or they're imagining a moment in those people's shoes, or me asking them questions through the songs. But it's not a history lesson. So the titles are there. That if you're interested in the song and if you want to search it online, it takes you down the same rabbit hole, hopefully, that I went down. And it's about some very familiar people like Emily Dickinson, Oscar Wilde, Eve from the Bible. And then there's much less known figures as well. I met a new friend who's a kind of academic and runs a sort of comedy history show in the UK, and I asked her to help me find people that I maybe hadn't heard of, that most people hadn't heard of, and she did an amazing job and directed me towards Chung Yi Sao, who's this sort of Chinese pirate queen from the 1700s who was super powerful, but we don't remember her. And those of us who do know her by her husband's name, which obviously is insanely fucked. And Julie Daubigny, who was this opera singing, sword fighting sort of mega celebrity of France hundreds of years ago, who broke one of her girlfriends out of a nunnery by burning it down. It's a real mix of kind of famous stories, less known stories, but I guess looking to sort of to kind of find the thing that I find really resonant, or that the questions that I want to ask of them. And it's weirdly turned out to be quite a personal album as well, even though it's about other people. But in dealing with real people's lives, I wanted to be thoughtful and respectful and interested, and and try and be as kind of researched as I could be. But it's also this makes it sound really heavy and fusty. It's actually a lot of this, I'd watch a film and write a song, or listen to a podcast or read a book. And I'm not in any way an authority on these people. I'm kind of just an interested idiot. But the album, it sounds really different to I think what people would expect from Bastille. And it was I wrote it mostly at home at my kitchen table.
Just different from the album's past, right?
Yeah, totally. I mean, it's kind of how I started pre-Bastille. I wrote that whole first album in my bedroom on a laptop and then produced it with my friend. But so it's kind of a bit of a return to that, and I loved the freedom of it. And there was no real thought or intention with where this album would go. It was just a thing. I was me kind of going back to remembering that writing songs for me and the process of putting headphones on and sitting at my little tiny little keyboard and my laptop with a microphone and recording, layering myself up and doing all of that is kind of, for me, just a really nice way to sort of both switch off and engage. It's like, I guess, my version of playing video games or whatever people might do to relax.
Is there one person you wrote about and sang about that you identify with more than the others?
That's a really good question. I don't know about that. I mean, I guess there's like Telegraph Road, which we play in the session, which is, based on a poem so my dad is not a poet, but my mum and dad are from South Africa, and just before they moved to the UK and then settled down and had me and my sister, they travelled across America for a year. And when I was 14 and trying to write songs, my dad was like, he could see that I was struggling lyrically, as in I was 14 and had nothing to say. And he was like, hey man, here's this book of like notes and poems that I made, years ago when me and your mum were travelling across America. And I was like, oh, okay, that's weird. We don't give each other poetry in my house. But it was sweet of him to give me that. And I saw this thing, wrote it when I was 14. So my first ever song really was called Telegraph Road, and it's based on this poem by my dad, and my mum sung backing vocals. And then cut to however many years later, we're making this album, and I was thinking about stories, and it's about this woman in San Francisco and about like the kind of unhoused population, and I thought I should bring it back. So I kind of rewrote it a bit. Charlie plays this beautiful piano part, and I got my mum to come back and do backing vocals again.
Oh, that's so sweet.
Yeah, I know, it's so weird that it's like a real family affair, that very unintended. But so that song, I guess I wrote a new verse at the end that's kind of me now. So it's both the story of this woman who I never met, but who kind of has figured in my mind for a while. But it's also the story of this song that kind of evolved from like my dad and my mum post-university, like traveling in their like 20s, through to me as a 14-year-old writing my first song, through to me now, being in a band.
Generational moment.
Yeah. But it's also very sad, small, intimate little piano song.
You're like, for the record, it's still sad.
Yeah.
I'm so happy you mentioned Telegraph Road, because that is the song we're going to hear first. But I do want to point out that I was reading up, and I know you have thanked coffee for this album existing. One of my favorite things on this planet. And you're also a big reader. When you're going to the coffee shop, what book is in your hand and what is your coffee order?
Oh my God. My coffee order will be like it's just a black coffee. Yeah. I'll have an Americano, or if they've got like a nice drip, I'll have that. Or, if I really need a caffeine punch around the face, I will get a cold brew, because that's always like pretty high caffeine content, and tastes delicious too. And the book that's in my hand, that's a really good question. I've always got about 5 books on the go because I can't.
It's so hard. I've got like 3 that I'm reading right now. It's like it's constantly cycling through trying to finish all 3.
Yeah, I have like a couple of fiction and a non-fiction, and then I'm generally listening to about 2 or 3 at the same time as well. Because
oh my gosh,
I know it's a real mess. Imagine the absolute state in my head.
But you know what? I can't say anything about that because I have typically an audiobook in rotation for commute, because LA, yay.
Yeah.
I've usually got something on my e-reader, and then I've got a physical book for when I can't like whip my phone out and start reading on my Kindle. So
it's nice to have lots going on.
Brain never silent.
No.
Never.
And
Not 1 minute of peace up in there.
Yeah, absolute nightmare.
We're going to get to your session now. Dan, thank you so much for coming in.
Thanks for having me. Obviously, I'm not here alone. Can I introduce you to my friends who are here?
Yeah, let's do it.
So we have Charlie Barnes over here. We have Moira Mack, who's amazing, and we have Florrie. It's a brilliant mix of musicians. Everyone here is an artist releasing their own music and doing their own thing. So both in this session and then on the shows that we're doing, it's kind of nuts. It's me and 5 other singer-songwriter, artists, musicians all kind of playing together. So it's very exciting. Getting to do 6-part harmony blows my mind.
It's an exclusive Alt Nation session with Bastille.
Lady with your dogs, living in the doorway on Telegraph Road. What have you seen? What happened to you? What led you this way? You find yourself in Berkeley. The Golden Gate Bridge extends before your feet. Well, it's a complicated place. These hills, those millions who walk on through, but nowhere for you. And I guess that San Francisco's a lonely city, and you lost your life somewhere. Maybe on Broadway, maybe some other street. And I guess that San Francisco's a lonely city, and you lost your life somewhere. Maybe on Broadway, maybe some other street. Well, maybe it's not this city that led you to this day. Could have been Chicago, perhaps LA. What sights, what loves, what pains. And I wonder, lady, what's your history? There must be some roses along the way, or strange mysteries that led you to this doorway. Oh, with only a dog for company. And I guess that San Francisco's a lonely city, and you lost your life somewhere. Maybe on Broadway, maybe some other street. And I guess that San Francisco's a lonely city, and you lost your life somewhere. Maybe on Broadway, maybe some other street. So decades flew right on by. Fast forward now, I'm singing my father's words about you. Luck brought me through this town. It's built on big ideas and power, but the streets are still lined with those who call them home, and maybe always will. I wonder, do your name, your face, your fate forever in my mind? Sat with your dogs up there on Telegraph Road.
Hello, I'm Dan from Bastille. This is our Alt Nation session version of Blue Sky and the Painter.
Left a trace on my lips. Do you always run away when it gets wild? Bittersweet, fleeting bliss. Guess I haven't felt electric for some time. Feels like a new rush flowering. Oh, like a break in the ice. Felt like the clouds got tired of opening, but oh, I ain't felt light in a while. Is that a blue sky? Is that a blue sky? It's about damn time. It's about damn time. Is that a blue sky? Is that a blue sky? It's about damn time. It's about damn time. Wind away from the breeze. How the hell did I get so numb to desire? Makes the pace on the page. 'Cause I hate nothing without joy and sorrow's fire. Feels like a new dawn, new song playing loud. Oh, there's bitter peace in my mind. Felt like the stars got bored of coming out. But oh, I caught them up there last night. Is that a blue sky? Is that a blue sky? It's about damn time. It's about damn time. Is that a blue sky? Is that a blue sky? It's about damn time. Yeah, it's about damn time. Damn time. Damn time. Damn time. Would I be who I am without the sadness in me? Would I be who I am without the sadness in me? Is that a blue sky? Is that a blue sky? It's about damn time, yeah. It's about damn time. Is that a blue sky? Is that a blue sky? It's about damn time, yeah. It's about damn time. Is that a blue sky? Is that a blue sky? It's about damn time, yeah. It's about damn time. Oh, 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 oh.
Hey, it's Dan from Bastille. This is our Alt Nation session version of Red Wine and Wild.
Fill me up with red wine and I'm yours. Spin a couple belly laughs, I'm knocking at your door. Paint me more wild stories from your past. Lay me down, confessions, spill secrets on the hotel floor. I thought I'd be yours like before. I'd be yours. You could stay, make mistakes until the daylight. Stay, nothing's real after midnight. 'Cause underneath this heavy sky, fuck me up, that's alright, so stay the night. Make mistakes until the daylight. We get high so histories repeat. Stay the night. Parallel dimensions in these midnight hours we see. Back to this one-sided love of ours. It's pretty messed up, always hoping drunk mistakes we make play out. I thought I'd be yours. Close the door, I'm yours. You could stay, make mistakes until the daylight. Stay, nothing's real after midnight. 'Cause underneath this heavy sky. You fuck me up, but that's alright. Stay the night, make mistakes until the daylight. Let's not make no promises we know we won't keep. These gospel preaching promises neither of us believe. So lie here making promises till we fall asleep. So echo back my promises. We both know you'll stay, make mistakes until the daylight. Stay, nothing's real after midnight. 'Cause underneath this heavy sky, you fuck me up, but that's alright. Stay the night, make mistakes until the daylight. Stay the night.
Hello, I'm Dan from Bastille. This is our Alt Nation session version of Billie Eilish's Birds of a Feather.
I want you to stay till I'm in the grave, till I rot away, dead and buried, till I'm in the casket you carry. If you go, I'm going too.
If you go, I'm going too.
'Cause it was always you.
'Cause it was always you.
And if I'm turning blue, please don't save me. Nothing left to lose without my baby. Birds of a feather, we should stick together. I know I said I'd never, think I wasn't better alone. Can't change the weather, might not be forever. If it's forever, it's even better. I don't know what I'm crying for. I don't think I could love you more. Might not be long, but baby, I love you till the day that I die. Till the day that I die. Till the light is my eyes. Till the day that I Cause I want you to see how you look to me. You wouldn't believe if I told you, and you would keep the compliments I throw ya. You're so full of it. You tell me it's a bit. Oh, you say you don't see it, your mind's polluted. You say you wanna quit, well don't be stupid. I don't know what I'm crying for. I don't think I could love you more. Might not be long, but baby, I love you till the day that I die. Till the day that I die. Till the light is my eyes. Till the day that I die. The day that I die. Birds of a feather, we should stick together. I know I said I'd never, think I wasn't better alone. Can't change the weather, might not be forever. If it's forever, it's even better. I knew you in another life. You had that same look in your eyes. I love you, don't act so surprised.